Yeah, so it's currently about 10 to 11 p.m. right now, and I'm back here again. I'm here recording because I love the way I felt after recording the last video, so I decided to come back and do this again. You know, this is a kind of video journal for me, yeah, to keep track of myself, of my thoughts, and everything. So, what do I even talk about though? Okay, I just finished from the Wi-Fi place. Our school have Wi-Fi installed in some places, so I just went there to organize my course contents and the courses I'm supposed to take this semester. You see, Nigerian schools, you pay money to learn, you pay school fees. Is it school fees? Yeah, you pay your school fees or school charges, and still you be the one to teach yourself all those things that you have to learn. Because if you're depending on lecturers, your eyes will see pepper. So I had to go organize all my course contents. Some of them they have not even given us course content, so you just have to somehow generate your content, whether it's from YouTube or anywhere. You can manufacture your content and read it. At least you have something to read at the end of the day. Because imagine we call tomorrow and they will say test for what you have not teach us. That's the reality of life and school here. You have to keep your head above the water. And I had promised myself earlier that I was going to get a CGP of not less than 4.9. Yeah, not less than. Why is it not 5.0? I don't know. So I'm giving one zero. Is it 0.1? Yeah, I think it's 0.1. So I'm giving an error of 0.1. If I'm falling, let me fall in 4.9. I don't know how feasible or achievable that is, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that comes to pass. Yeah, and because of that, I'd earlier planned to read for 6 hours per day, and still was supposed to be the first day, but that didn't happen because I went for tennis training and I'm tired. After the tennis training, I went to the Wi-Fi to organize my course contents and to generate what I can generate so I can be able to read. And right now, I'm just coming back from the Wi-Fi place, and I decided to stop by the Love Garden and make this video. See with my love, my phone, my love. Oh my god. My single ass. Anyways, that's by the way. So it's not that dark today. It's actually, I mean, the moon came out, so it's not actually that dark. So here I'm again, and coming back from the place that I went to organize my course contents, I was just thinking about how much I've grown as a person. I've not actually grown to that. I've not actually outgrown some things. I know that I've made some significant progress when it comes to developing myself, both um, emotionally and psychologically. Self development is not all about journaling, yoga, stuff like that. It's not just about that. It's about growing in person, in character, and your mentality all round. I just realized that it's not that I'm realized. I was just thinking about it. How I used to beat myself up so much because I've done this or I've done that. Each time that I do something um out of character, I'd beat myself up and I'll just say in my mind, like not discipline and stuff. Assuming I had planned to read for like 6 hours and I stop at 4 hours, I'll feel bad. I mean, when I go home and climb that bed, I'll feel so bad for not completing that 6 hours. And this inner critic in me is just telling me that, hey, you're not cut out for this, you're not cut out for this word. You're going to fail, you're a failure. Like, that voices in my head will just be telling me stuff like that. And it's hard to forgive myself for all the things that I've done. Like, each time I disobey my own voice, I just beat myself up all the time. If I bought something I shouldn't have bought, uh, I beat myself up again. And then I realized that sometimes I just have this perfect idea of who that guy is. Like something I used to say, I am that guy. I who is that guy? I have a perfect idea of who that guy is, how that guy talks, and how that guy should be or behave. You know what I mean? And each time I do something that is not according to that guy that I'm talking about, I just beat myself up and just thinking to myself that, hey, you're not going to make it in life. Walk on side, buying kunu, and not being able to make it in life. It's just the kind of stupid mindset I have that time. Because I just, okay, today, alright, I'm not going to spend any money today, but as I walk out of that hostel and I see a very nice kunu by the corner and, like fresh air go saying, fine, boy, have fun. I was so come and take me now. And then I mistakenly do that. I just feel so bad myself. My inner critic is just, like hammering in my brain that, hey, you did this, you did that. It's not easy to forgive myself at all. But I'm outgoing that now. I'm outgoing that because right now, today is the first day that I was supposed to read for 6 hours, but I didn't. And I'm not going to allow myself to feel it. You get what I mean? I'm not going to allow myself to feel it. And I'm not going to start over again because that's what I used to do all the time. Maybe I have a 1 week challenge of, okay, maybe doing this or doing that. And maybe at the 4, I couldn't do it. I would now have to start over again. I mean, start the count. But that's not going to happen this time around. I'm just going to keep pushing. If I can do 4 hours today and I do 5 hours tomorrow and I do 3 minutes next tomorrow, at least I showed up. That's the most important thing for me. At least for now, let me just concentrate on showing up first before concentrating on how much work or efficiency I'm about to do within those short amount of time. Again. So talking about self forgiveness and the inner critic in me, I feel like I'm going to overcome that very soon because it can't get worse than this. And I'm getting better at controlling my own emotions and turning my inner critics into an inner coach. You get what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's easier for me to forgive somebody who slapped me, somebody who matched me or insulted me, than to forgive myself for, like for those little inconsistent steps that I've taken. You know, to a point, I used to think I was a bad person. Like, it's not as if I told myself like a bad person, but in my head, I just think I'm a bad person. Just underneath it, like you don't know about it, but it's there. If you check yourself very well, you will notice. I used to think psychologically, somewhere in my brain, it's just something that I had to notice that I was dealing with some sort of self hate, like wow, like I didn't know, but I just kind of discovered it that, oh my god, I used to think that I was a very bad person. For all the time that that's just how the brain works. For all the time that I stole me to my mother's spot, I told her he was a bad person. I know childhood mentality. You stole meat and it's a bad thing, so you're a bad person. So I used to think I was a bad person for all the things that I've done in this life. I used to just think that I was a very bad person, and as a bad person, I didn't deserve love. I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve the good things of life. But that's just a blunted lie, a very big lie. Learning to forgive myself for all the mistakes that I'd made I'm moving on from it because there's somebody that said that what you did before doesn't count. What you do next is what actually matter. You get what I mean? If like if you did a very good thing in the past, it doesn't count. It's in the past. What you do next is what matters. So for I'm learning to forgive myself for all the time that I fell short of the promises I made to myself, for all the mistakes that I made. So I'm learning to forgive myself for that and to focus on my future, on my plans. You know what I mean? Because these are some of the things that have been holding me down, caring too much, carrying the weight of like the mistakes that I made in the past, and then equating it in the future. I failed before, I'm going to fail again. Those kind of stuff. So learning to forgive myself is a very crucial step that I've taken in order to get out of where I had been before. So that's very, see as I dey talk like person wey like somebody wey drink alcohol, but it's all good. It's all good. I think I wanted to say something else. I wanted to say something else, but I'd forgotten. So I think that is it for today's video. I've not released last yesterday's video because there was the first. There is a video I want to release first, which is the video I made about a year ago, roughly a year ago. I think it was around January I made that video. But because I was procrastinating, what people think about me, what people think about my crappy YouTube channel and stuff like that, I wasn't able to release that video. Plus, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety last semester. I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, like it's so good, but I think I have grown past that stage. You know what I mean? I mean, right now I could care less about what people think right now. Like, I could care less. To be honest, I don't actually put much thought into it again. It's not as if I used to care about what people think, though, but I'm becoming less and less concerned about life, bro. Like, life not supposed to hard like that. So anything will happen, may it happen. At the end of the day, we just keep moving. So I could care less now. So, whatever. See you next time. If you stick around and hear my, I'm not call it crap, but it is what it is.